So the difference between now the energetic medicine, which is for healing purposes, not only the side effects but the origins of the disease, versus the allopathic modern medicine, which cures the disease and the symptoms and the signs of the disease. So when you look at the technique now used, they're affecting the symptoms as well as the energetic field, but more so in energy medicine, it deals directly with the energy centers that affects the physical organs and the glands. For example, if you activate the center of energy in front of the chest, in middle chest area, there's an energy field that is colored pink and gold and a little red. This center controls the physical heart and the thymus gland. Therefore, this energy center in front of the chest, called the heart center, is the one that regulates, controls, and empowers the immune system through the thymus gland and also the circulatory system through the physical heart. It's very, very much connected. Whereas the throat center controls the thyroid and parathyroid glands. So all these centers of energy controls and regulates and energize all the different endocrine gland systems, from the crown, using this energy to stimulate the pineal gland, and until the base of the spine that stimulates and energizes the adrenal glands on the top area of the kidneys.
So a healer can directly affect a physical outcome by using energy, and a doctor can affect the energy system by using drugs.
Correct. If you look at this, when you see the 250 milligram pill compared to 500 milligram, there's a difference of aura. The 250 has a smaller energetic field than the 500 milligrams. Now, if they have the same brand and the same medicine and pill, you see that they have similar color vibration. For example, the pill for infection, like antibiotics, it has a greenish-violetish aura, if you look at it. If it is very strong, it has even a little golden color, if they're really, really strong. And if you look at medication that is good for fever, it has a lot of green and blue color aura. And if you look at a medicine that is serving to move, like for constipation, it has a lot of green and orange aura. So if you look at the different medication, including the medication or vitamins, if you look at pills and so forth, they are just made up of colors of vibration that has an aura in itself. Now, the healer can use also vibration using their centers of energy to bring forth any vibration they need for the healing process. The thing is, most healers don't know how to use the energy vibrations through different colors. So all they have to do is, when somebody is sick, they put their hands like this to the different parts of the body, which is basic, which is the elementary foundations of healing, to transfer energy from the healer to the patient through the different parts. But that is the crudest aspect of healing, because it goes immediately to the physical body, rather than using this energetic field that absorbs that energy, and they're the responsible centers of light that brings the specific vibration to different organs, which is more powerful than going straight to the body.
So you're saying that a healer could do this using color and vibration over a pill?
Yes. In fact, if I would energize a person with fever, for example, if they don't have medication applied to them, like they're in the forest, a teenager is in an excursion, and the school teacher happens to be alone with them, and they don't have any medication or a doctor, then they can use a certain color that is green and blue and project it to the emotional center, which is usually when people have fever, this is a lot of congestion and red, and it makes them, it causes the increase of temperature. So if you know how to use certain color to decongest those parts that are congested with heat when there's a fever, then you can lower the fever of the person in a few minutes using colors. Whereas if you take the pill, of course, it affects the person chemically, but it can also exude certain color that has a blue component that will start to decongest the person's solar plexus center, which, when people have fever, is very congested with red and heat. So you can really create color vibration, but the healers have to be trained to use certain power centers to be able to generate those vibration colors, because these energy centers have different colors or combination of colors. So when you can derive these energy colors from specific centers with those typical colors, and you can project it to the patient or to the sick part, then you can heal in a more systematic way.
Have you written a book about this?
Well, the book is being written now, but I'm teaching this a lot in my workshops, specifically to train people, even from no healing background, no medical background, to become proficient healers, to be able to understand the physical component of the disease and also the energetic component, or the what we call the inner anatomy. And my first book, called The Inner Powers to Maximize Your Performance, has more than 100 techniques and strategies, not only for meditation, not only for empowering your stamina, not only to sharpen your mind or heal your emotions. They have also a component where I explained that for these energy centers, they have specific function to control the different organs. So by understanding what center of light controls what organ and what gland, you start to understand how to heal yourself through meditation and through breathing techniques. But the book that will be focused on the energy medicine will come soon, hopefully next year.
Dalpei, can you describe the kinds of research that you undertook to validate the claims you've been talking about?
Well, we are undertaking several research now with the medical doctors and hospitals in terms of the energetic healing process for type 1 diabetes, for example. We are studying this with distant energy medicine, or healing people at a distance, with doctors monitoring results 5,000 miles away. So it's even a quantum leap in terms of energy medicine, because you're not just in front of your client. All you have is a picture of the client, and you're healing the person, say, from India, and being monitored. Their blood tests, their sugar levels, their glucose, insulin levels are measured by the doctors and nurses, say, in India, and we're healing them in the United States. So that is even a bigger scope of this so-called energy medicine, using distant energy medicine or distant healing or remote healing techniques. Now, I have also new projects that are being processed and evaluated by doctors like oncologists from Houston, for example, for cancer. And in Norwalk Hospital, say in Connecticut, there's a big interest now on the experiment of healing sleep disorders, parasomnia, insomnia, hypersomnia, narcolepsy, all kinds of sleep disorders. And we have a current collaborative effort with also a specific hospital with respect to healing asthma and emphysema, or COPD cases, or pulmonary disorders. And in Houston, we have started to ground our research on healing hyperactivity, impulsivity, and also inattentiveness in children, or what we call ADD or ADHD. So these are very interesting news that's coming out through our group, to my school, Esusin, and using trained healers. Not only me, but I train many healers. Either they are doctors, they are nurses, they are therapists, they are parents or school teachers, to be able to use what we call energy medicine or the healing science, to be able to approach diseases not only in the chemical and the physical aspects, but in the subtle energy aspect, including the mental, emotional, and spiritual components.